Another scene shows Tim in the arena, watching a horse run circles. His hands are pressed against his knees, his breathing heavy. This doesn't look like training. It looks like someone fighting the weight of the world. The camera slowly pulls back, making him appear small against the wide, empty space. It's a visual hint that Tim feels alone, maybe by choice. Because he doesn't want anyone worrying about him. The most striking moment in Tim's section comes near. The end of the trailer. He turns sharply, almost stumbling, and grabs the arm of the fence to steady himself. It's quick, just a second, but it changes everything. This isn't just emotional stress. Something physical might be happening. The trailer cuts away too fast to confirm anything. But the message is clear. Episode 10 will force Tim to confront a problem he can't hide from. No matter how strong he pretends to be, the final clip shows him sitting in his truck, staring ahead without moving. The world outside the window is blurred, almost dreamlike. He looks stuck caught between telling the truth and pretending nothing is wrong. The scene fades to black, leaving a heavy sense of fear and curiosity in the middle of all the tension shown in the trailer. There is a sudden shift to softer scenes moments that focus on the heart of the show, family. These scenes don't last long, but they carry a warm, emotional power that stands out against the heavier storylines. The first clip shows the ranch at sunset, the sky glowing orange and pink. We see the family gathered around the outdoor table, their bodies relaxed, their movements calm. Even without seeing faces, you can sense a rare moment of peace. It's the kind of quiet moment Heartland fans love. The kind that reminds us why this ranch matters so much to everyone. Then the trailer focuses on Lyndy. She appears in several short shots, each one carrying more meaning than the last. In the first, she's riding gently across the field, her small figure steady in the saddle. The horse moves slowly, almost protectively, as if sensing her innocence. This simple scene feels hopeful, like Lyndy is becoming a true part of the ranch's future. It also hints that episode 10 may show her stepping into a more active role, learning skills and lessons that shaped her mother years ago. Another clip shows Lyndy watching Amy from a distance. Amy is working with the troubled horse, and Lyndy stands near the fence, her hands resting on the top rail. She's still almost studying her mom. The trailer uses this moment to connect their storylines in a gentle way. Lyndy doesn't speak, but her presence adds a quiet, emotional push. She represents hope, strength, and the future things Amy might be struggling to hold on to. The way Lyndy observes her mom suggests that she understands more than the adults realize. Children in Heartland often see truths before anyone else. And Lyndy seems to be carrying that same gift. The next family moment is short but powerful. Jack placing a hand on Lyndy's shoulder as they look out over the ranch together. The wind moves lightly through the grass, and the scene feels almost symbolic. Jack is the anchor of the family, and Lyndy is the next generation. The visual connects the past with the future in a simple, touching way. It hints that episode 10 may include a meaningful interaction between them. Perhaps something that gives Lyndy courage, or gives Jack the reminder he needs to stay strong. There's also a shot of the family inside the house, moving around the kitchen. The lighting is warm, the mood easy. Someone passes a plate across the table. Someone else pours water. These tiny moments show a family trying to hold on to normal life, even as silent storms build around them. The trailer uses them to make the emotional weight of the episode deeper. When characters fight personal battles, these calm family scenes become even more important. They are the space where healing begins, where worry silently grows. The final moment of this section shows Lyndy running her hand along the fence as she walks toward her horse. The camera stays low, focusing on her small hand sliding across the wood. It's a soft, almost symbolic image, like she's slowly taking hold of the ranch, piece by piece. The music grows warmer here, giving the viewer a feeling that Lyndy will play a key role in episode 10, not by doing something dramatic, but simply by being the light in the middle of everyone else's struggle. And as the scene fades, the message becomes clear. Why? The trailer takes a sudden and dramatic turn when it reaches the final act. Everything grows darker. The sky, the music, even the way the camera moves. It feels like the calm moments we saw earlier were only there to prepare us for something heavier. The first shot in this section shows dark clouds rolling over the ranch, slow but threatening, like a warning from nature itself. The air looks thick, the wind picking up dust along the ground. Heartland often uses weather to mirror emotions, and here, the message is clear. Something big is about to hit. A sharp cut reveals a horse breaking free from its pen. It bolts across the open field, its body tense and wild. The camera follows it with quick, uneven movements, adding to the sense of panic. We don't know which horse it is, or what caused it to run, but the sudden chaos sends a shockwave through the scene. This moment sets the tone for the climax of episode 10. Fast, unpredictable, and dangerous. The trailer gives no details, only a taste of the urgency that will drive the final part of the episode. Then, for the first time in the trailer, we hear raised voices. Not words, just the sound of someone shouting in the distance. The echo is enough to tell us it's Jack. He's calling out, searching, warning, maybe all at once. His voice is filled with fear, not anger, and that alone is enough to make viewers sit up straighter. Jack doesn't shout unless something is seriously wrong. The trailer keeps his figure blurred, his face unseen, but his body language is frantic. He runs across the ranch yard, coat swinging behind him, boots hitting the ground hard. It's a rare sight. Jack losing control. A fast cut shows Amy running too. Her movements are sharp and urgent, her hands reaching out as she tries to grab the loose horse's rope. Dust rises around her feet. In the background, the sky grows darker by the second. The trailer doesn't show whether she catches the horse, but the scene suggests this moment will be one of the most intense points in the episode. The troubled horse from earlier may be connected, tying Amy's emotional journey directly into the chaos of this climax. Another shot adds a deeper layer of tension. Tim stumbles near the barn, bracing himself against the wall for a moment before pushing forward. His steps are uneven, almost shaky, but he refuses to stop. It's a tiny detail, but one that carries huge meaning. Whatever is happening, Tim is forcing himself to help even when his body seems ready to give out. This could be the moment where everything he's been hiding becomes impossible to ignore. The trailer then cuts to a wide landscape shot. Rain begins to fall in thin, scattered lines. The ranch looks small beneath the heavy sky, almost swallowed by the storm above it. A single horse stands in the far field, barely visible. The music grows deeper, slower, as if the episode is building towards something the characters can't avoid. The section ends with a single, haunting image. The ranch lights flickering on as darkness fully settles. No characters, no movement. Just the silent ranch waiting for what comes next. The screen fades to black, leaving viewers with a quiet message. As the trailer closes, the tone shifts one last time. The storm fades, the music softens, and the ranch comes back into view with calmer light. It feels like the show is giving viewers a moment to breathe after everything they just saw. A single line of text appears on the screen. Simple, clean, and serious. It confirms that episode 10 is the turning point of season 19. The moment everything begins to fall into place or fall apart. The trailer doesn't reveal the full plot, but it makes sure you understand one thing. This episode matters. It's more than any other so far. Right after the tension settles, the trailer gives us the information fans have been waiting for. The expected release date appears in bold letters glowing against the dark background. It reminds viewers that Heartland, Season 19, Episode 10 is almost here, closer than many expected. The text doesn't hide behind teasing or mystery. It states clearly that the episode will drop soon on the official broadcast and digital platforms. This confirmation alone sends a wave of excitement through longtime fans who have been waiting for clues about the season's direction. The narrator's voice returns gently in the background, guiding viewers through these final details. The tone is warm but urgent, almost encouraging fans to prepare themselves emotionally. Episode 10 is not just another chapter, it's the doorway to the season finale. Everything shown in the trailer, from Amy's shaken confidence to Tim's hidden struggle, Jack's heavy silence, and Lyndy's growing presence, leads toward a single point. The final episodes will reveal the answers. the turning points, and the consequences of everything hinted here. The trailer ends with one more visual, the ranch lights glowing softly in the night. As the camera slowly pulls away, it's peaceful, but not completely safe. There is a feeling that the storm, both the real one and the emotional one, has left marks that episode 10 will bring into the open. This last image reminds viewers why Heartland continues to matter after so many seasons, because even in the hardest moments, the ranch remains a symbol of hope, love, family strength. A final line of text appears across the screen. Comment your theories. What do you think episode 10 is truly building toward? This closing, something big is coming to Heartland. The new season 19 episode 10 trailer hints at moments that feel heavier, deeper, and more emotional than anything we've seen this season. A storm is building over the ranch, one that will test family ties, personal strength, and the future of Heartland itself. If you thought the season was slowing down, this trailer proves the opposite. Because the trailer opens with a quiet but powerful scene that instantly pulls you in. We see the sun rising over the Heartland Ranch, casting a warm glow over the fields. But the calm feeling doesn't last long. The music underneath feels tense, almost warning us that this episode carries weight. The camera moves gently over the horses as they graze. And even without seeing any faces, you can sense that something is building. The ranch feels familiar, but not peaceful. It feels unsettled. The next clips show Amy working with a restless horse. The animal keeps stepping back, refusing to trust anyone. And that quick moment tells us Amy's storyline in episode 10 will revolve around a new challenge. She's handled tough cases before, but this horse looks different, more nervous, more unpredictable. The way Amy moves carefully around it shows she understands the stakes. The trailer doesn't reveal the full situation, but the tension in her body language hints that this case may connect to something personal. Then the scene shifts to Jack. We only see him from the side as he stands near the barn door, looking out across the land. There's no dialogue, but the silence says everything. His shoulders look heavier, as if he's carrying something he hasn't shared with anyone yet. A slow wind blows against him, and the shot holds long enough to make you feel the weight of whatever he's thinking about. This is not the calm, steady Jack we're used to. This is a man facing something he's not prepared for. A quick montage follows Amy, walking across the ranch. Tim pacing near the arena, and Lyndy watching quietly from a distance. These short, wordless clips create a feeling of distance between the characters, suggesting that episode 10 might pull people apart before bringing them back together. The mood is serious, and even the lighting in each scene feels slightly darker than usual, giving viewers a hint that the story is shifting toward a dramatic turning point. And as the last shot of the trailer's opening fades out, viewers are left with a sense that Heartland is heading toward a moment that will be hard to forget. The calm is gone. Something is coming. And episode 10 is ready to reveal it. Episode 10. It's about to change everything. There's a moment in the trailer where everything suddenly feels heavier, and it all centers on Amy. The screen shifts to a wide shot of her walking into the training ring. And even though we can't see her face, her posture says everything. Her shoulders are pulled in. Her steps are slow. It's the kind of body language that tells you she's fighting something inside, not just dealing with a troubled horse. The trailer uses silence here on purpose, letting the tension settle around her like a weight she can't shake. The horse she's working with is restless, pulling on the rope and shifting from side to side. It's clear the animal has been through something rough. Amy moves carefully, almost like she's trying not to scare it any more than it already is. But what stands out is how long she hesitates before taking the first step toward the horse. That tiny pause speaks louder than words. Something is holding her back. It's not fear. Amy has never been afraid of a tough case. It's something deeper, something emotional. The trailer doesn't explain what that something is, but the feeling is strong enough that viewers will instantly notice it. Then, the sound design changes. You hear a soft, low hum underneath the scene, building slow tension. The horse takes a sudden jump, pulling away from Amy, and she steps back quickly. It's a rare sight. Amy usually moves with steady confidence, but here, she looks unsure, almost shaken. This tells us her storyline in episode 10 will push her into a place she hasn't been in a long time. A place where even she begins to doubt herself. The next clip is short but powerful. Amy watching Lyndy from a distance. Lyndy is riding with simple joy, unaware of the storm inside her mother. There's something heartbreaking in the way Amy stands still, as if she's afraid to step closer. This suggests a personal struggle deeply tied to motherhood, responsibility, or perhaps a feeling that she isn't doing enough. The trailer gives no answers, but the emotional tone tells us that Amy's journey in this episode won't just be about saving a horse, it will be about finding her own strength again. A final quick shot shows Amy placing her hand gently on the horse's neck, the camera staying close to the movement. It's a soft, fragile moment, almost like an apology, through to the horse or to herself. And as the clip fades to black, viewers are left wondering what's pushing Amy so hard, and what decisions she'll have to make once episode 10 brings everything to a head. The trailer shifts tone the moment Jack appears. There's no music at first, just the faint sound of wind moving across the ranch. Jack stands near the old barn door, his figure outlined by the soft light behind him. Even without seeing his face, you can feel the weight pressing on him. He's still almost frozen, like a man carrying something he hasn't spoken about yet. Heartland trailers rarely linger this long on a single shot, which makes this moment stand out even more. It suggests that episode 10 will dig deep into Jack's heart, uncovering fears or memories he can no longer ignore. A slow cut brings us inside the barn. Jack runs his hand across one of the old wooden beams, the same beam he's touched for years. That simple gesture feels symbolic, almost like he's grounding himself. It's a quiet reminder that he's seen this ranch through every storm. It's something about the way he moves says this storm feels different. His body is tense, his shoulders slightly hunched. The trailer doesn't give us any dialogue, but the silence is powerful. It makes you wonder what he's thinking, what news he might have heard, or what he might be struggling to accept. Then comes a moment that adds even more weight to Jack's story. He steps outside and looks toward the distant hills, where a dark cloud is forming in the sky. It's subtle, but the imagery is clear. Trouble is coming. Jack's stance changes here. He straightens up, but not with confidence. More like someone preparing themselves for something painful. This kind of emotional hint usually means episode 10 will bring Jack into a conflict that touches the core of who he is. A protector, a leader, a man who holds his family together. The next clip is fast, almost easy to miss. Jack and Tim stand several feet apart, their bodies stiff, their heads slightly turned away from each other. There's no sound, no shouting, but the distance between them says enough. Whatever is coming might push their already fragile relationship to the edge. The way Jack turns his head just a little like he wants to say something, but can't adds another layer to his struggle. It's the kind of emotional moment fans will feel immediately. Another shot shows Jack picking up a saddle, holding it for a long second before placing it down again. It feels symbolic, like he's thinking about the past, or someone connected to that saddle. Heartland often uses objects to show emotional meaning, and this moment feels heavy with memory. Whether it's tied to loss, regret, or fear, it's clear Jack is dealing with something that cuts deep. The trailer ends Jack's section with him walking away from the barn. His steps slow and heavy. The camera stays behind him, focusing on the tension in his shoulders. As he disappears into the distance, the scene fades out, leaving viewers with one clear question. Tim's part of the trailer feels different from everyone else's. His scenes don't use quiet, emotional music. Instead, there's a sharp rhythm underneath, like a heartbeat speeding up. The first shot shows him standing alone near the rodeo arena, his figure caught in the late afternoon light. He's not moving, not pacing, just standing still with his hands on his hips. For a man like Tim, who never slows down, never stays quiet, this stillness is a warning sign. It tells us he's facing something he doesn't want to talk about, something he can't outrun. A sudden cut shows him gripping the fence tightly, the muscles in his arms tense. Even without seeing his face, you can feel his frustration. It's the kind of frustration that comes from fear, not anger. The trailer doesn't show the cause, but there's a sense that Tim has received news he's trying to keep from everyone else. Something personal. Something serious. The way he lowers his head, turning slightly away from the camera, feels like he's trying to hide from whatever truth he's holding inside. Then there's a fast montage. Tim checking a medical paper on a clipboard. Tim rubbing the back of his neck. Tim leaning on the truck door as if he needs a moment to breathe. These small hints connect in a way that fans will instantly recognize. For all his tough attitude, Tim breaks down when it comes to the people he loves, especially Jessica and his kids. Episode 10 seems ready to push him into a place where his pride won't protect him anymore. There's also a brief shot of Tim and Amy in the barn hallway. They're not close. There's a sharp distance between them. Amy stands with her arms crossed, and Tim faces away from her, as if he doesn't know how to start the conversation they need to have. The silence between them is loud. It's the kind of silence that only comes when something important is being hidden. Whatever Tim is keeping from the family, it's beginning to spill over, creating cracks in his relationships.